Good morning, Marty. The sun is up and the buzz is picking up, and thousands of people are quickly filling into the National Mall here in Washington, D.C. North Carolinians certainly in that mix here in the National Mall. Groups have ridden in buses and carpools, got up here to the nation's capital today to be part of this historic moment, the 57th inauguration ceremony. As they made their way into the National Mall for the inauguration festivities, North Carolina A&T students felt the magnitude of the moments.
We're living memories right now.
Out of 500 North Carolina A&T students who wanted to attend Monday's inauguration, 100 with the best GPAs headed north on 2 buses. Those at the historically black university had a live view as Barack Obama, the nation's first African-American president, began his second term.
It gives America hope. It means that America is progressing forward. The fact that they are weaving still another African-American president.
At this time, it just shows you that America is in a transgression period of moving forward.
The moment held an even greater weight since it was North Carolina A&T students in 1960 who began the Woolworth sit-ins in Greensboro. It was a seminal moment in the civil rights movement that paved the way for President Obama's election.
The civil rights movement started right in our backyard in Greensboro, North Carolina with our A&T 4. So it just brings us full circle.
Other North Carolinians also made the trek to the nation's capital as eyewitnesses to the president's second term.
As an African American, it's particularly important because this is our first African American president. So I'm particularly proud because in my lifetime I may not see another one.
And other North Carolinians said being here at the inauguration was a fitting end to a wild year of politics in the Tar Heel state. It was again a closely fought presidential battleground state, and Charlotte was in the forefront as the host of the 2012 Democratic National Convention. Reporting in Washington, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina. Elise, whether it's Asheville or Huntersville, Charlotte or Chapel Hill, the dozen North Carolina mayors here in Washington say this bipartisan and solutions-focused meeting has them both enthusiastic and energized. This annual gathering of 300 mayors from across the nation and North Carolina is in the heart of current federal gridlock in Washington, but the event carried a different, more positive tone.
And that's one of the things that characterizes the U.S. Conference of Mayors is that there's very little partisanship up here.
Charlotte Mayor Anthony Fox and 11 others from across the state are in Washington for the 81st Annual Winter Conference. It's a chance for mayors from both sides of the aisle, from communities large and small, to share common ideas and concerns in their communities.
Don't really talk about party issues. We just try to get the things done for the citizens because we all trying to solve the same problem.
The 3-day event focused on everything from crime prevention to bulking up manufacturing jobs, issues especially important to North Carolina's urban areas.
The more we can train our people to be ready for those jobs, the more of them we'll get.
North Carolina mayors were also excited about working with new Republican governor and former Charlotte mayor Pat McCrory.
We have made some large advances towards implementing a regional transit plan, similar to the one that he was responsible for implementing in Charlotte. So I'm excited about having his advocacy in the governor's mansion on those issues.
We hope that he understands and remembers that we work together and that municipalities are the backbone and lifeblood of North Carolina.
And the U.S. Conference of Mayors, which wraps up Saturday, also included remarks from 10 cabinet members in the Obama administration, along with the mayors of the country's 3 largest cities, New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. Reporting in Washington, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina. Younger North Carolinians told me that visiting the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial was a unique historical experience. But for older North Carolinians, there was added significance because those folks can remember the Woolworth sit-ins in Greensboro, as well as getting bused during the Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools desegregation.
When I walked on the grounds, all I could do was cry. Personally, it's a sight to see when you actually see it.
Know the history behind Dr. Martin Luther King and all that he did for us. Even for me, fought for me and my rights.
With this memorial being here, it gives the African American community a sense of, hey, we've arrived somewhat.
He created a whole new world so we could combine with other people from our different skin.
As young kids grow, that they need to cherish the history that we do have and take advantage of coming and seeing this memorial and read the words on the wall and take them to heart. It's really like a dream come true for the average person that was in the struggle. Just to see that Dr. Martin Luther King didn't live in vain.
He's probably celebrating right now in heaven, just looking down on us, very proud of President Obama and everything that he's done for us.
The struggle was something that paid off, and still paying off.
And the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial in D.C. is in the end game to honor African Americans. In 2015, the National Museum of African American History and Culture is scheduled to open. Reporting in Washington, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina.